Nestled on the northeastern coast of the Arabian Peninsula, Qatar is a small nation with a colossal story. Surrounded by the azure waters of the Persian Gulf, this peninsular nation was for centuries a land defined by its stark beauty and challenging environment. The vast, shimmering desert seemed to stretch endlessly, while the coastline, dotted with fishing villages, whispered tales of the sea. Life in this harsh landscape was a testament to resilience, a testament to the human spirit's ability to thrive even in the face of adversity. The Qatari people, shaped by the unforgiving terrain, forged a deep connection with their environment. The desert, though harsh, fostered a culture of self-reliance and community, while the sea, a source of both sustenance and peril, bred a spirit of adventure and trade. For generations, the rhythm of life in Qatar was dictated by the seasons, the ebb and flow of the tides, and the ancient traditions passed down through families. It was a life deeply intertwined with nature, a delicate balance between man and his surroundings. Yet, beneath this seemingly unchanging landscape, the seeds of transformation were being sown. Qatar's strategic location, a crossroads between east and west, meant that it was never truly isolated. The ancient trade routes that crisscrossed the region brought with them not only goods and spices, but also ideas and influences, shaping the cultural tapestry of the nation. These external forces, though subtle at first, would eventually play a pivotal role in Qatar's metamorphosis, setting the stage for its dramatic rise on the world stage. As the 19th century dawned, Qatar found itself at a crossroads, caught between the waning Ottoman Empire and the rising influence of the British. The discovery of a hidden treasure beneath the arid sands would soon propel this quiet corner of the world into a new era, one marked by unprecedented wealth and rapid modernization. Long before Qatar's energy reserves, pearls were its treasure. The Persian Gulf's clear waters yielded the finest pearls, captivating hearts worldwide. The pearl industry shaped Qatar's economy and society. Al Ghus season brought anticipation and trepidation. Divers, or gawas, braved the depths without specialized equipment. Their profession demanded immense fortitude. Divers faced decompression sickness, shark attacks, and drowning. Pearls symbolized courage, resilience, and the bond between man and sea. As the pearl industry flourished, Qatar navigated a complex geopolitical landscape. The Ottoman Empire's influence waned, while Great Britain emerged, eyeing strategic interests. The British sought to establish a protectorate, offering protection for influence. In 1868, Sheikh Mohammed bin Thani signed a treaty with the British, marking a turning point. The pearl industry, deeply woven into Qatari life, operated on a rhythm as ancient as the tides themselves. Each year, as the scorching summer sun began its relentless ascent, a sense of anticipation would grip the coastal villages of Qatar. The pearling season, known as Al Ghus, was about to begin, a time of both promise and peril. As the first rays of dawn pierced the darkness, the pearling dhows would set sail, their wooden hulls slicing through the tranquil waters. These vessels, crafted with generations of knowledge, were more than just boats. They were floating microcosms of Qatari society. Each dhow had a hierarchy, with the captain, or nakoda, at the helm, guiding his crew with a steady hand. The crew, a mix of men and boys, united by the shared pursuit of the elusive pearl. There were the seasoned divers, their weathered faces bearing testament to years spent battling the depths. Alongside them were the younger men, eager to prove their mettle in this perilous profession. As the dhows sailed further from shore, the familiar sights and sounds of the land would fade into the distance. Life aboard the dhow was arduous, a constant test of endurance and resilience. The days were long and hot, the work physically demanding and fraught with danger. It was a time for stories, for laughter, for sharing the camaraderie forged in the face of danger. The pearls of the Persian Gulf, renowned for their exceptional luster, were symbols of wealth, status, and power. For centuries, these iridescent gems captivated rulers and merchants, adorning crowns and gracing noble necks. Harvesting these treasures required skill, knowledge, and luck. Each pearl, unique in size, shape, and color, was a testament to nature's artistry. Skilled artisans transformed these gems into exquisite jewelry, continuing Qatar's pearl legacy. This was the essence of Qatar's limited economy in the times before the discovery of petroleum resources. As the pearl trade flourished up until the 1920s, so too did the city of Doha. Once a humble fishing village, Doha transformed into a bustling hub of commerce. Merchants from across the Indian Ocean flocked to Doha's shores. The city's waterfront became a hive of activity. Fortunes were made and lost as buyers and sellers haggled over pearl. The golden age of the Qatari pearl industry was not destined to last. As the 1920s dawned, Japanese entrepreneurs began cultivating pearls, offering uniformity and affordability that natural pearls couldn't match. The Great Depression further compounded the challenges, as global demand for luxury goods, including pearls, evaporated. Technological advancements in artificial pearls also eroded the demand for Qatari pearls. The once bustling pearling fleets dwindled, and divers found themselves without a livelihood. Qatar faced economic hardship, its future uncertain. However, a new chapter was about to unfold, fueled by oil buried beneath the desert sands. In the heart of the Arabian Peninsula, Qatari society evolved as a complex tapestry woven from tribal allegiances and familial ties. The harsh environment fostered a deep sense of interdependence and community. Tribes, each with distinct customs and territories, formed the bedrock of Qatari society. Wasta, a system of patronage and loyalty, permeated all aspects of life. Leading families, often tracing their ancestry back to the earliest settlers, commanded loyalty and respect. As Qatar navigated the turbulent waters of the 19th century, the Al Thani family emerged as a new power. Sheikh Mohammed bin Thani, a visionary leader, laid the foundation for the Al Thani dynasty. He skillfully navigated regional politics, forging alliances and securing British support. The 1868 treaty with Great Britain recognized Qatar as a distinct entity under British protection. This relationship allowed the Al Thani family to solidify their rule and maintain stability within Qatar. Their leadership laid the groundwork for the remarkable transformations that would soon sweep across Qatar. Qatar found itself caught between the waning authority of the Ottomans and the rising ambitions of the British Empire. The Ottomans maintained a nominal presence, while the British adopted a proactive approach. The discovery of oil in neighboring Persia heightened British interest in the region. The British cultivated relationships with influential sheikhs, offering protection in exchange for loyalty. The 1868 treaty with Sheikh Mohammed bin Thani cemented British dominance in Qatar. The Al Thani family leveraged their relationship with the British to consolidate internal control. The discovery of oil in Bahrain in 1932 hinted at the vast wealth hidden beneath the Arabian desert. The 1930s witnessed the decline of Qatar's pearl industry. The global shift towards Japanese cultured pearls dealt a severe blow to the demand for natural Gulf pearls. The once bustling Souk Waqif grew quieter, and the pearling dhows lay idle in the harbour. The intricate system of credit and patronage crumbled under the weight of shrinking profits. The decline of the pearl industry wasn't merely an economic downturn, it was the dismantling of a way of life. Qatar grappled with the harsh realities of a world in flux, its future uncertain. The decline of the pearl industry coincided with a period of global upheaval. The Great Depression sent shockwaves through global trade, impacting even remote corners of the Arabian Peninsula. Demand for luxury goods, including pearls, plummeted as economies crumbled. The political landscape was in flux, with the Ottoman Empire replaced by newly independent states. The British faced growing unrest in their colonies, drawing their attention away from the region. Qatar navigated a world in disarray, its fate intertwined with global events. As the pearl industry withered, a sense of unease settled over the coastal villages of Qatar. Many Qataris made the heart-wrenching decision to leave their ancestral homes in search of a better life. Some headed inland, seeking refuge in oasis towns and desert settlements. Others ventured to oil-rich sheikdoms of the Gulf, where rumors of employment swirled. The exodus had a profound impact on the social and demographic landscape of Qatar. Coastal villages shrunk in size, while interior regions witnessed an influx of newcomers. This period of migration and adaptation strengthened the bonds of community and kinship within Qatari society. Even as the pearl industry dwindled, a glimmer of hope emerged from the Qatari desert. In 1939, oil was discovered, forever altering Qatar's destiny. The Dukan oil discovery marked a turning point, signaling a new era. The news spread like wildfire, igniting hope amidst hardship. As the dust settled on World War II, a new chapter began to unfold in the heart of the Arabian Peninsula. The discovery of oil at Dukan, a desolate yet promising site in western Qatar, had whispered of a future far removed from the dwindling fortunes of the pearl trade. The world, hungry for energy to fuel its post-war recovery, looked towards the Middle East, where vast, untapped reserves of oil promised to reshape the geopolitical landscape. The Qatari people, their resilience tested by the collapse of the pearl industry and the uncertainties of war, greeted the news of oil with a mixture of hope and apprehension. Here was a chance to rebuild their lives, to secure their future, to reclaim their place on the world stage. Yet the memories of hardship, of economic dependence and social upheaval lingered, a cautionary tale against placing all their hopes in a single basket. The task of extracting and refining oil in this harsh and unforgiving environment was daunting. The desert, though rich in black gold, guarded its treasures jealously. The scorching sun, the relentless sandstorms, the lack of infrastructure, all posed formidable challenges to the pioneers of Qatar's oil industry. Foreign companies, armed with expertise and technology, arrived, their presence both welcomed and viewed with suspicion, a reminder of Qatar's delicate dance between collaboration and control. The early years of oil exploration and production were marked by a sense of experimentation, a constant push and pull between ambition and pragmatism. Mistakes were made, lessons learned, and gradually, a new industry began to take shape, its foundations laid in the sweat and toil of those who dared to dream of a brighter future for Qatar. As oil began to flow from the wells of Dukan, a wave of transformation swept across Qatar. The trickle of oil revenue, though modest at first, brought with it a sense of optimism, a belief that the worst was over and a brighter future lay ahead.
The government, under the leadership of the Al Thani family, faced the daunting task of managing this newfound wealth, of balancing the aspirations of a rapidly changing society with the need for long-term stability and sustainable development.
The first signs of progress were evident in the capital city, Doha. The once sleepy town, its economy shattered by the collapse of the pearl trade, began to stir with a new energy.
New buildings sprouted along the waterfront, their modern designs a stark contrast to the traditional mud brick architecture of the old city. Schools, hospitals, and government buildings were constructed, symbols of progress and a testament to the government's commitment to improving the lives of its citizens.
The influx of oil revenue allowed the government to invest in infrastructure projects that had long been deemed essential, but financially out of reach. Roads were paved, connecting remote villages to urban centers. A new airport was built, opening up Qatar to the world. The desalination of seawater, a technological marvel, addressed the perennial challenge of water scarcity, transforming the arid landscape and fueling the growth of agriculture. The social fabric of Qatar, too, underwent a profound transformation. Education, once a privilege reserved for the elite, was made accessible to all, empowering a new generation with knowledge and skills. Healthcare improved dramatically, increasing life expectancy and improving the overall well-being of the population. The traditional rhythms of life, once dictated by the seasons and the tides, were gradually reshaped by the demands of a modernizing society as Qatar embraced the opportunities and challenges of the oil age. The Dukan oil field, a desolate expanse of sand and scrub, became the crucible in which Qatar's oil industry was forged. The challenges were immense, the conditions harsh and unforgiving. Yet it was here, amidst the swirling sandstorms and the scorching sun, that a new breed of pioneers emerged, their determination fueled by a belief in the transformative power of black gold.
The early days of the Dukan operation were marked by a steep learning curve. Foreign companies, with their expertise and technology, played a crucial role in the initial exploration and production phases. Qataris, eager to take control of their own destiny, observed, learned, and gradually assumed positions of responsibility, their skills honed through a combination of on-the-job training and formal education.
The lack of infrastructure posed a significant obstacle. Building an oil industry from scratch in one of the harshest environments on Earth required ingenuity, resourcefulness, and an unwavering commitment to overcoming adversity. Roads had to be built, pipelines laid, housing constructed, and a workforce assembled, all in a land where temperatures soared, sandstorms could engulf entire towns, and fresh water was a precious commodity.
Gradually, through trial and error, through collaboration and innovation, the Dukan experiment began to yield results. Oil production increased steadily, surpassing all expectations. The revenue generated from oil exports, though still modest compared to the vast wealth that would follow, provided a much-needed lifeline for a nation emerging from economic hardship.
The Dukan oil field, once a symbol of Qatar's uncertain future, had become a beacon of hope, a testament to the resilience and determination of the Qatari people. As oil production at Dukan gained momentum, Qatar found itself thrust onto the world stage. The country, once a little-known backwater, was now a player in international politics.
The influx of oil revenue brought unprecedented wealth, transforming Qatar into one of the richest countries in the world. The government invested heavily in infrastructure, education, healthcare, and social welfare.
Qatar's newfound wealth also brought new challenges. The need to diversify the economy became increasingly apparent. On the international stage, Qatar's voice carried new weight. The discovery of the oil had transformed Qatar in ways few could have imagined. The world was on the cusp of another energy revolution, testing Qatar's adaptability. While oil had propelled Qatar into a new era of prosperity, fate had even grander plans. In 1971, the year Qatar gained independence, the North Field was discovered. This immense natural gas reservoir lay hidden beneath the Persian Gulf.
The discovery was met with cautious optimism. Natural gas required specialized infrastructure for liquefaction and shipping.
Sheikh Khalifa bin Hamad Al Thani recognized the North Field's potential. This vast reserve represented an economic and strategic asset for Qatar. In 1995, a new era dawned in Qatar with the ascension of Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani to the throne. Sheikh Hamad, a visionary leader, recognized the need for a bold strategy to realize Qatar's potential. His reign marked rapid economic growth, social transformation, and assertive foreign policy. He leveraged energy wealth to diversify the economy and invest in people. Qatar became a leading LNG exporter under his leadership. Under Sheikh Hamad's leadership, Qatar embarked on an ambitious journey to transform itself into a global LNG powerhouse. The country, blessed with the immense reserves of the North Field, possessed the raw material for success, but it was the vision, determination, and strategic investments of the Qatari government that turned this potential into reality.
The LNG revolution, as it came to be known, would propel Qatar to the forefront of the global energy market, securing its economic future and elevating its international standing.
The challenges were immense. Building a world-class LNG industry from scratch required not only vast financial resources, but also technical expertise, infrastructure development, and a skilled workforce.
Qatar, undeterred, tackled these challenges head-on, forging partnerships with international energy giants, investing heavily in research and development, and nurturing a new generation of Qatari engineers and technicians.
The heart of Qatar's LNG revolution was Ras Laffan Industrial City, a sprawling complex on the country's northeastern coast that would become the world's largest LNG export facility. Here, amidst the scorching desert heat and the constant hum of machinery, natural gas from the North Field was transformed into LNG, a technological marvel that involved cooling the gas to minus 162 degrees Celsius, reducing its volume by 600 times, and making it possible to transport it by sea to markets around the globe.
Qatar's LNG tankers, custom-built behemoths of the sea, became a familiar sight in ports from Japan to the United Kingdom, their arrival heralding the delivery of a reliable and increasingly important source of energy.
Long-term contracts were signed with major energy consumers, securing stable revenue streams for Qatar and cementing its reputation as a reliable and trustworthy energy partner. As LNG revenues poured in, Transforming Qatar's economic landscape, the country's leadership recognized the importance of wise stewardship of this newfound wealth. The goal was not simply to spend lavishly, but to invest strategically, both domestically and internationally, to secure Qatar's prosperity for generations to come.
This vision led to the establishment of the Qatar Investment Authority in 2005, a sovereign wealth fund tasked with managing and growing Qatar's wealth for the benefit of future generations.
The QIA, guided by a team of experienced financial professionals, adopted a diversified investment strategy, spreading Qatar's wealth across a range of asset classes, including real estate, equities, fixed income, and alternative investments.
The fund's mandate was clear: to generate long-term returns, manage risk prudently, and contribute to the diversification of Qatar's economy.
Domestically, the QIA played a key role in financing major infrastructure projects, supporting the development of key industries, and promoting economic diversification.
The fund's investments helped to modernize Qatar's transportation, telecommunications, and energy sectors, creating jobs, attracting foreign investment, and enhancing the country's overall competitiveness.
Internationally, the QIA emerged as a major player in the world of finance, acquiring stakes in some of the world's most iconic companies and assets. From luxury brands to technology giants, from real estate to financial institutions, the QIA's investments spanned the globe, its portfolio a reflection of Qatar's growing economic might and its ambition to be a global player.
The QIA's investment strategy was not solely driven by financial returns. The fund also recognized the importance of investing in line with Qatar's national interests, supporting projects and companies that aligned with the country's values and priorities.
This approach led the QIA to become a major investor in renewable energy, sustainable development, and social impact initiatives, demonstrating Qatar's commitment to a more sustainable and equitable future.
Qatar's transformation from a modest pearling nation to a global energy powerhouse has not been without its challenges.
Its strategic location and influence in the global energy market require navigating complex geopolitical relationships.
The North Field discovery thrust Qatar onto the global energy stage.
Long-term LNG contracts brought economic security and new responsibilities in international energy politics.
The rise of renewable energy presents both challenges and opportunities for Qatar.
Qatar's expertise in LNG positions it well for the emerging hydrogen economy.
Qatar stands as a testament to the transformative power of human ambition, strategic vision, and the audacious pursuit of progress.
In just a few decades, this small Gulf nation has undergone a metamorphosis of breathtaking speed and scale.
The journey from pearls to petroleum, from desert hardship to dazzling modernity, is a story etched into the very fabric of Qatar's national identity.
Natural gas is a crucial bridge fuel, providing a cleaner alternative to coal while supporting renewable energy growth.
Qatar's energy strategy balances its role as a leading LNG supplier with a commitment to sustainability.
The North Field expansion will significantly increase Qatar's LNG production capacity. Launched in 2017, it involves new offshore platforms, onshore facilities, and an expanded LNG tanker fleet.
This project will solidify Qatar's position in the global LNG market. It represents a major investment in Qatar's future, creating jobs and driving innovation.
The North Field expansion is a testament to Qatar's commitment to meeting global energy needs. While energy will undoubtedly continue to play a pivotal role in Qatar's economy for the foreseeable future, the country's leadership recognizes the importance of diversifying its revenue streams and reducing its dependence on hydrocarbons.
This forward-thinking approach has led to the implementation of a series of ambitious initiatives designed to transform Qatar into a knowledge-based economy, a regional hub for innovation, and a global center for education, culture, and tourism.
Central to Qatar's diversification strategy is its unwavering commitment to education, research, and development. The establishment of Education City, a sprawling campus on the outskirts of Doha, is a testament to this commitment.
Home to branch campuses of some of the world's leading universities, Education City has become a magnet for students and academics from across the globe, fostering a culture of academic excellence, innovation, and cross-cultural exchange.
Beyond Education City, Qatar has invested heavily in research institutions, technology parks, and incubators, creating an ecosystem that supports entrepreneurship, fosters innovation, and attracts foreign investment.
The goal is to transform Qatar into a regional hub for technological advancement, a center of gravity for knowledge creation and dissemination.
Qatar's cultural diplomacy has also played a key role in enhancing its international profile. The country has invested heavily in museums, art galleries, and cultural institutions, showcasing its rich heritage and its commitment to fostering dialogue and understanding between cultures.
The Museum of Islamic Art, an architectural masterpiece overlooking the Doha Corniche, has become a symbol of Qatar's cultural renaissance, attracting visitors from around the world.
As Qatar's economic and cultural influence has grown, so too has its role on the global stage. The country, once content to operate beneath the radar of international affairs, has adopted a more assertive foreign policy, leveraging its economic might, diplomatic skills, and commitment to dialogue to mediate disputes, provide humanitarian aid, and promote peace and stability in a region often characterized by conflict and instability.
Qatar's mediation efforts have been particularly noteworthy. The country has played a key role in facilitating dialogue between warring factions in Afghanistan, Yemen, and Sudan. Its neutrality and commitment to peaceful resolution earning it the respect of both sides of the negotiating table.
Qatar's humanitarian aid, generously provided to countries facing conflict, natural disasters, and humanitarian crises, has also earned it plaudits from the international community.
The hosting of the 2022 FIFA World Cup was a watershed moment for Qatar, thrusting it onto the global stage like never before. Despite facing criticism and scrutiny in the lead-up to the tournament, Qatar delivered a memorable and successful event, showcasing its culture, hospitality, and ability to host mega events on the world stage.
The World Cup provided a platform for Qatar to challenge stereotypes, foster cross-cultural understanding, and demonstrate its commitment to excellence.
As the world navigates an era of unprecedented challenges, from climate change and geopolitical instability to economic uncertainty and technological disruption, Qatar's role as a mediator, a bridge builder, and a voice for moderation and dialogue will become increasingly important.
The country's commitment to multilateralism, its belief in the power of dialogue, and its willingness to shoulder its share of global responsibilities position it well to play a constructive role in shaping a more just, equitable, and sustainable world order.